Atlanta, Southside shows for a couple dollars, yeah. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again. This is Maloney's Moneyline on the Brew Party Podcast. Episode 89 is here. We're feeling fine. It is week 11 of Maloney's Moneyline, season 2 of Maloney's Moneyline, I might add. We are back once again. No guest this week, but we are here in prime time. A little special surprise episode. Didn't do a lot of promo. Didn't have a lot of time this week, so we're here either way, giving out winners, giving picks. I am here joined, as always, by my good friend, the cutest gambler on the planet, Ryan Maloney. Ryan, how you feeling this week, buddy?
I'm feeling good. I like my card, so I know I like it every week, but I'm feeling good.
You got to like it every week. Make the board love you. Let's talk about last week just quickly before we get in. So we were joined by two special guests last week, Lucas Wilson, Grant Baker. Join the show. Luke finishes 4-3. Not bad for him. Grant, Mr. KHL, talked about how cold he was with college football, said he's been relying on these KHL picks, and the guy goes 0-3. Don't love that. He finishes at 2-6 on the week. Luke finishes at 4-3. I had a nice week at 5-3. Ryan, 3-5, unfortunately, but we move on. We're back for another week. We've got NFL. We've got college football picks. And we also have an NBA parlay that we are going to share with you right now because we need to get it in. I did not realize the first game started at 6:30. So haven't done this before, but we're starting the show off with an NBA parlay. DeMar DeRozan over 23.5 points. The Suns minus 8.5. The Clippers minus 4, and the Nets minus 9.5, minus 110 odds. Plus 1135, little Friday night NBA parlay for the people to kick off week 11 of Maloney's Moneyline. So DeMar DeRozan over 23.5 points for the Chicago Bulls, the Suns minus 8.5, the Clippers minus 4, and the Nets minus 9.5. So we move on to our records. We'll do a quick update of the records, and then we'll get into the show. So I talked about our guests. So we have... This was only the second time we had guests last week. They're not doing so well. 9-15 overall on the show. Hope you were fading them. If we look at my record, I am now up to 45-38-1. I am your show leader for season 2. I'm hitting at 54% this season, with my favorites being 8-2. My underdogs are 6-4. Overs of the week are 3-7. Unders are 5-4-1. My locks are 7-3. My general picks are 16-18. NFL, I'm 29-26-1. I'm 16-11 in college football. If we move over to Mr. Maloney, he is 41-42-1. I don't even know what to say. Sorry, Ryan. His favorites are 4-6. His underdogs are 6-4. His overs are 4-5-1. Unders are 7-3. His locks of the week are 5-5. His general picks are 15-19. NFL, he is 33-28. College football is where it's really kicking him in the balls. 6-14-1. Like I said, 41-42-1, 49% for Mr. Maloney. If you look a little bit deeper at some of the records for me and Ryan this season combined, our NFL picks are 62-54-1, and our college football picks are 22-25-1. So we've got 16 total picks. We've got NFL, we've got college football, plus that NBA parlay for the people that we probably should have double check the times before we gave that out. But you know what? Ryan's got it in. Let's get some big money for Ryan. So let's move on. Let's go to our picks for the week. Fuck it, Ryan. So we're going to let you start. You are going to the NFL.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to go with, and it pains me to do it, but the Packers -1 at Minnesota. I don't really know why I mean, I know Jones is out, but I don't know. Sorry, the Packers are 9-1 against the spread this year, and the Vikings are 5-4. I mean, I think the Packers can easily blow the Vikings out this week. So I don't know. I like the line at -1 with how good the Packers have been.
Right. Rodgers is back, right? Have we checked the injury report as we probably should do? I don't know if there was still.
I'm sure he is.
I'm pretty sure, but I think you are right that Aaron Jones is out for a couple weeks. I still do like them in this game. One seems a little low. I know the Vikings are coming off that nice win last week, but they've been so up and down so far this year. Who knows? Who knows? So Packers -1 is the pick. They have been one of the best teams in the NFL against the spread so far this year. Like Ryan said, 9-1. So my favorite, I am going to college football, a little off the beaten path, little Conference USA. Who doesn't love a little CUSA action? I know I do. I'm taking Western Kentucky -10 versus FAU, Florida International University. WKU is 7-3 against the spread on the year. FAU only 4-5-1. I really like Western Kentucky's quarterback, Bailey Zappi. He's got 4,170 yards and 42 touchdowns through 10 games. That's both are good for first in the country. So it's kind of just a system play for me. Quarterback that slings the ball, team that's pretty decent already against the spread, hammering the Hilltoppers this weekend. Not the only Hilltoppers we're hammering this weekend. JCA Dynasty.
If you could, I would.
Who's got IHSA playoff lines? Because Ryan needs them. 4A specifically. Let's go to our Scooby-Doo underdogs of the week, Ryan. I'll let you go first. And I got to say, I love this pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Oregon +3.5 at Utah. I feel like a lot of people are on Utah for some reason. I don't know. I think Oregon's a better team here, fighting to try to get a playoff spot. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a really close game. So I'm going to take the 3.5 points here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really tough for me. I mean, I am Oregon homer. I do cheer for the Ducks, but I mean the number 4 team in the nation. I know it is a road game. Utah has been pretty good. They are number 24 themselves. A win for the Ducks in this game clinches the Pac-12 North, putting them into the title game in the Pac-12. A win for Utah clinches the Pac-12 South, putting them into the title game. So a huge game here. I don't really understand the 3.5, though. I would see like 1 or 2 even for Utah, just because it's a home game. I know Oregon's missing a couple pieces, especially in the backfield. CJ Verdell out for the year, really hard to replace that. But Travis Dye has been great. And Byron Cardwell, the freshman running back for them, had 98 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Ducks last week. So Oregon +3.5 at Utah. I'm sprinkling money line on that as well. Going to ride with Ryan, ride with Mr. Maloney. So my Scooby-Doo underdog of the week, I am staying in college football as well. Michigan State +19.5 at Ohio State. This is a weird one. I'm not going to sit here and say I think that Michigan State is the better team here, because I don't think that's true. I am really nervous about MSU's secondary, how they're going to hold up against the OSU passing attack. Michigan State is allowing 329 total pass yards per game. Ohio State averages 353 through the air. It could be a long day in that respect for the Spartans, but 19.5 just seems like so many points. Gotta love Scooby walking in the background when I'm doing my underdog. That is a great omen. Oh my God, this is a lock. Oh my God. Yeah. Jesus. So it just seems like so many points, though. I do think Ohio State wins the game, but I think MSU tries to pound the rock with Kenneth Walker III. You're talking about a guy that's leading the nation in rushing so far this year. I think they keep the game close. They try to run the ball. They try to pound the rock, keep it within 2 scores. Michigan State is 7-2-1 against the spread on the year. I'm not going to lie and tell you that didn't have something to do with this pick. Ohio State 5-4-1 against the spread. But get me the Spartans here plus 19.5. Won't be surprised if Ohio State takes the game. I like Michigan State to cover. So we'll move on to our overs of the week. Ryan, we will go back to you, my friend.
All right, I'm going to go with Bills Colts over 49.5. I don't know. I just kind of liked this total for these two teams. We know the Bills can put up a decent amount of points, and the Colts are 6-4 with their overs this year. So I just can see this being a really high scoring game between these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely. These are two offenses that are some of the best, two of the top offenses in the NFL. I know it's weird to say that about the Colts, but they have a very good running game and possibly now the best running back now that Derrick Henry is out and Jonathan Taylor. So the Colts and Buffalo over 49.5 here is the pick for Ryan. I'm going to be riding on that. Jesus Christ, Scooby, we're doing something here. We'll go to my over for this week. I think mine is also in the NFL. Yes, it is. It is Philly and New Orleans over 43. So 43 just doesn't seem like it's high enough. I know Alvin Kamara is out for this game. 43 just seems low. I'm going with my gut here, Ryan. I saw the line. I like it, and I'm taking it. Overs are 5-5 in Philly games, and they're 4-4 in New Orleans game. Or I'm sorry, 5-4 in New Orleans games so far this season. So those numbers really don't jump out at you, but I simply just think this is too low. We've seen Jalen Hurts and this Philly offense kind of get clicking the past couple weeks, have been able to put up some pretty decent amount of points. And I guess Trevor Siemian is somehow a decent quarterback now. So we'll see. But I'm going to take the over here simply because I don't think it is enough points. Over 43, Philly, New Orleans. We go to our unders of the week. Life's too short to bet the under, but we do it once a week anyways. Ryan, we'll go to you.
All right, I'm going to go with the 49ers Jags under 45.5. I think just kind of smart to go with betting the under for the Jags. I mean, it's the Jags, so sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so I think, the Jaguars unders are 7-2 on the year. So I know San Francisco can put up some points, but I don't know. It's the Jaguars. So I'm going to go with under 45.5 for these two teams.
Absolutely. It's the Jaguars under 45.5. I think, what are their unders? 7-3 or something on the year.
7-2, yeah.
Yeah, 7-2. Just hammer it every time. I do love James Robinson. Ryan, we love James Robinson. Roll birds, but
hell yeah.
they just leave something to be desired on the offensive side of the ball. Really, on all sides of the ball in Jacksonville. Just not going super well. Take the under 45.5. San Francisco and Jacksonville. So my under is going to be also in the NFL. It's going to be Sunday Night Football, Pittsburgh and LAC, the LA Chargers under 46.5. Let me tell you why I like that. Unders are 6-2-1 in Pittsburgh games this season, and they're 6-3 in Chargers games this season. So I'm not really sure who's playing quarterback for Pittsburgh. I think it's Mason Rudolph again. Even if it was Ben Roethlisberger, I don't necessarily trust their offense. I know the Chargers defense has been a little sus so far this year, but I'm taking the under here. System play for me. Both teams with positive records as far as unders go. Like I said, Pittsburgh unders are 6-2-1 on the year, 6-3 in LA Chargers games. So we move to our locks of the week. Ryan, you better lock it up.
All right. So, I'm going to lock it up with the Cowboys plus 2.5 at Kansas City. This kind of feels like a trap with how well away underdogs have been doing. And the Chiefs are one of the worst teams against the spread this year, 3-7 against the spread. And then the Cowboys are one of the best at 8-1 against the spread. But the Cowboys are the underdogs here. So I really like it. I feel like it's a trap, but I just really like the Cowboys here. I can see them winning this game outright. So
yeah. The Chiefs have kind of came on the past couple weeks, and they've looked like the Kansas City Chiefs we're really used to seeing, but I don't necessarily buy that this team is 100% back. We're talking about a Cowboys team, besides what that just weird game against Denver a couple weeks ago has looked really, really good. They're one of the best teams in the NFL against the spread. Kansas City, we know, has struggled covering the spread the past couple seasons, not just this year. But yeah, give me the Cowboys plus 2.5 here. I think this is going to be an awesome game. I think the total's up to like 55.5, 56 or something like that. I might avoid that just because when it gets that high of a total in the NFL, it just never seems to live up to that hype. But I do love the Cowboys here. Might have to sprinkle it, Ryan. We might have to sprinkle it. So that's Ryan's lock of the week. The Dallas Cowboys plus 2.5 at the Kansas City Chiefs. Going to be one of the games of the week in the NFL. So my lock of the week, I'm actually going back to college football, back to Big Ten. Probably a game that nobody is going to give a fuck about, but I think it's going to be a lock. Minnesota -7 at Indiana at -107 odds there. So Indiana fucking blows, Ryan. They just got absolutely demolished by Rutgers. Give me Minnesota here big. It was a home game for the Hoosiers. Rutgers came in and put up like 30-plus points, only allowed 3. Indiana's 2-8 against the spread and 2-8 on the year. Minnesota is only 5-4-1 against the spread, but that's not really great. Like I said, those aren't eye-popping numbers, but they shouldn't really have any problem here with the Hoosiers. They have lost their last they've lost their last 2 games. I look for this to be a bounce back spot after, dropping a game to the Illini and then going and losing to Iowa in a pretty close game as well there. I just don't think the Hoosiers have enough firepower. I love Minnesota -7. This might be a whale play this weekend, Ryan. So let's move on. Those are our locks of the week. We're going to lock those up. We move on now to our general picks. So we each have 3 general picks. They could be whatever. Pretty sure they are still just college and NFL football picks. So Brian McCardle checking in. My guy Brian. Vegas too distracted by Jackson Mahomes' TikTok videos to give a good spread. If he's in the building, hammer the Cowboys, which I assume he will be there. Hammer Dallas. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for the comment, Brian. Fuck Jackson Mahomes. God damn.
Yeah,
he's such a prick. Such a prick. All right, Ryan, what do you got for me?
All right, I'm going to go to college football, which it's a bad idea, but I'm going to go Bama -21 versus Arkansas. I feel like this could be kind of a prove-it game for Bama, and they could just blow out Arkansas by 49, 50 points. So, I'd even go with Bama's team total. I think it's 38.5 or 39.5. But Bama's definitely going to put up over 40 in this game, I feel like. But that's not my pick. I'm going Bama -21. I think they win this game pretty comfortably.
Absolutely. This is going to be an interesting game. We have one of the top rushing teams in college football in Arkansas going up against an Alabama defense that only allows 89 yards on the ground per game. Going to be very interesting. Sam Pittman, it's been a great story for the Razorbacks, in his second year. But we're really going to find out I guess I shouldn't say we're really going to find out if they're really for real or not, because I feel like it's pretty late in the season to figure that out. But I don't know. We're going to find out just how good Alabama is, I guess, in this game. So Bama -21 is the pick for Ryan. You don't get rich betting against Alabama. We have said that on this show before. So my first general pick, I am going back to the NFL. Panthers -3.5 versus the Washington football team. It seems like the public is heavy on the football team here, so I'm going to be fading the public. I know what we talked about, Ryan, with the away underdogs hitting at an insane rate so far this year. I'm going to kind of fade that for this game, and I'll tell you why. The football team is only 2-7 against the spread on the year. They just don't cover. Carolina's 5-5, which isn't great, but it's a hell of a lot better than 2-7 for sure. I think it's a letdown spot for the football team after that big win over Brady and the Bucs last week. Cam is back and starting, I think. I like the Panthers in this game. I'm going to take them 3.5. They got a little bit of juice. They're going up against the former head coach in Riverboat Ron. So we will see. I think it's going to be a good game, but give me the 3.5 letdown spot for the football team. And they simply just have not covered this year. So give me Carolina. So we'll go to your second to last pick, Mr. Maloney.
All right, I'm going to go with Bengals -1 at Las Vegas. Bengals coming off a bye. I just think they definitely win this game. It's basically a pick 'em, but I don't know. I just like this game. I like the Bengals in this game to win by a couple scores.
Absolutely. You know what happens when Ryan likes a game? He likes it. He takes it. Jesus Christ. So take the Bengals -1. Definitely a toss-up. If you don't like the -1, you could probably get the money line for, I don't know, it's probably at like -120, something like that. So that's Ryan's pick. Bengals -1 at the Las Vegas Raiders. I am going with, I hate to do this, but I'm doing it. Lions +11.5 at Cleveland. Here we go. Dan Campbell. They're coming off the tie. I don't really know what to make of the Browns, like just absolute debacle last week in New England. They seem to be not really going that well in Cleveland at the moment. I don't know. I don't necessarily love this game, but this is where I'm going to mention. I've been saying it for the past few weeks on the show. Road dogs in the NFL. They're covering 62.2% of the time. System play. I'm taking it. I'm riding with it. I know I just said I was going against it in the last pick. It's kind of who I am. Go against it a minute ago. Go with it now. So Lions +11.5, covering 62.2% of the time. Before we get on to the next pick, I kind of just want to, let's talk about the teams that are currently road underdogs this week in the NFL. So we have, Jesus, my phone doesn't work, I guess. Road dogs. So the Lions, it's currently up to +12. Look at this. You can get it even better. We have the Texans +10.5 on the road. The Colts +7.5 on the road. The Saints +2.5 on the road. Football team +3.5 on the road. Dallas +2.5 on the road. Pittsburgh +6 on the road. And the Giants +11. So hold on. Let's put together a parlay with all of those real quick. Giants +11, Pittsburgh +6, Cowboys +2.5, football team +3.5, Saints +2.5, Colts +7.5, Texans +10.5, Lions +12, 8-leg parlay plus 17,512. So $10 to win 1750. Obviously, I don't think all of those are going to hit. That'd probably be something, if you're like looking at testing out that theory, that'd be something to take them all separately. And I mean, if you get 62% of those, that's plus money, baby. Gotta love that return on investment. I just wanted to mention that it's going to be a trend we're going to be following the rest of the year, as just not even just away dogs, away teams have been performing better against the spread so far this year, covering 57% of the time overall. Just that's away teams in general. So let's move on. Ryan, your last pick. We'll do my last pick, and then we'll get the hell out of here.
All right, I'm going to go with the Eagles -2.5 versus the Saints. Alvin Kamara is out. Is it Trevor Siemian starting or is it Taysom Hill? I don't know.
I think it's Trevor Siemian. Either way, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. I just like the Eagles in this game to win by a field goal. So it's probably going to be a sloppy game, but Whatever.
Sloppy steak.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. Philly, stand up. Oh, and there's Scoob. It's always good luck when he walks into the frame. You can't tell me any different.
It's going to be a good week.
Yeah, absolutely. We need a good week. We really do need a good week. Eagles -2.5 versus New Orleans -114 is Ryan's last pick of the week. I got another big underdog here for my last pick. Rutgers +17.5 at Penn State, hammering Schiano, hammering the Scarlet Knights in this game. I don't think Penn State is that good. They're 6-4. They're underperforming. Both teams do enter this game at 6-4 against the spread. Rutgers has won 2 of their last 3. Penn State has lost 4 of their last 5. I expect this to be a close, sloppy game where Rutgers just kind of hangs in there, hangs around. 17.5 is a lot of points. That's a touchdown and 2 field and a field. Fuck, 2 touchdowns and a field goal, Ryan.
Getting excited.
I'm getting so excited about it. I love the Scarlet Knights here. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if Penn State wins this game outright, but I like Rutgers to cover here. Rutgers is 5-5 on the year themselves. They're playing for a bowl game. They haven't been bowl eligible since 2014. God, I'm so worked up about this, Ryan. Jesus Christ. I don't know if they do it here in Happy Valley. I like them keeping it close, though. I think Rutgers +17.5, -113 at Penn State is the play here. I've got a lot of Big Ten this week. I've got a lot of underdogs, but we'll see how it goes. I'm feeling good about it. Ryan's feeling good about it. Before we get everybody out here, do you need a sports book for this weekend? Because I have the one for you. We all know sports betting season is in full force. We've got the NFL is back. College football is here. The NBA is back. The NHL. You need a sports book with integrity and longevity like BetUS. Jeez, excuse me. Not good, Bob. All right. You may already know this, but BetUS have been pioneers in the sportsbook industry for almost 3 decades, thriving and paying their loyal customer base. That is BETUS.com. And they have loads of bonuses. Join now or call 800-69-BETUS. That is 800-MY-BET-US. You receive 125% sign-up bonus by using bonus code The Brew Party. Throw in that promo code, get you some extra cash. Let's get some winners. Throw it on our picks for this weekend. They have re-up and referral bonuses. They also are known as one of America's favorite sports books for a lot of reasons. They have all of your betting needs. They've got the NFL, they've got college football, NBA, NHL, live betting, player props, loads of futures. Like I said, UFC matchups, PGA golf and round matchups, live betting there. Online casino, hundreds of games, card games, slot games. They have got a race book. You can bet on the horses. Let's go to the horse track, Ryan. They have any type of bet imaginable. You can find it at BetUS. It's sharp. It's easy. We got a mobile platform. You can do it online from your computer. BetUS.com. Promo code The Brew Party. 125% sign-up bonus. Follow my lead. Get on your phone, get on your tablet, get on your computer, your social sports betting partner with integrity, longevity, BetUS. You win, you get paid, BetUS.com. Check them out. Super thankful for them for reaching out and letting us get a promo code. Let us help out the people. Like I said, 125% sign-up bonus. Let's deposit $50, get they'll give you what? 50 plus whatever, 20, another 25%. I'm not a math guy. That's Ryan. Anyway, BetUS.com. Thank you to them. Thank you guys all for listening. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me struggle through that ad read as well. Not great. Obviously not used to doing that as much on the show, but looking forward to getting better at that as we go along with Maloney's Moneyline. So this is Maloney's Moneyline, week 11 of season 2 on the Brew Party podcast, episode 89 of the Brew Party is here. Find us wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, any of those, or just go to www.thebrewparty.com. You can find all of that good stuff there. Episodes, ways to listen to them, links to the social media. Speaking of social media, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. We're on Twitter and Instagram at The Brew Party. We're on Facebook at The Brew Party Podcast. Find us on YouTube, youtube.com/The Brew Party. Throw us a like, throw us a subscription, comment on this video. Tell us which one of our picks from this weekend you like, what you're riding with, what you're fading. We don't care. We just assume, or we don't assume. We just appreciate you guys for tuning in, for joining us, whether it's watching, whether it's listening. You can find the replay for this now if you missed the live stream on our Twitter, on our Facebook, or on YouTube, or you can listen to it, like I said, wherever you get your podcasts. This is The Brew Party, episode 89. I'm Andy Hopper. He's Ryan Maloney. We are getting out of here. But before I do, reminding you, go check out my brand new podcast with my buddies One Lung, Brian, and Dave, Edging the Truth, our conspiracy theory podcast. Episode 2 is out now. Talking Bigfoot, ladies and gentlemen. Is Bigfoot real? Find that edgingthetruth.com for all of your needs. Follow us on all social media at Edging the Truth. That is my last shameless plug. Let's get you out of here. Like I said, Brew Party Podcast, Maloney's Moneyline, episode 89, week 11. We need winners. We're bringing winners. We love the board this week. We've had Scooby in the background. That only means good things are happening. Let's go. Ryan, as always, love having you here. For the cutest gambler on the planet, I'm Andy Hopper. Let's get out of here.